Let me tell the backstory. So what I want to complain about actually makes sense. Okay, so there's a super long line. It starts out, 2 of my regulars are in line, and they normally get the same thing literally every single fucking day. So I'm typing in their order while we're like just talking, you know. So everybody else in line probably thinks we're just talking, but I'm also working. Like I'm typing in the order. And then Sherry goes, oh, well, it's Steve and Sherry. Not like you guys know who that is. Sherry's like, I actually want to get something different today. And I was like, fuck, okay, what do you want to get? And she's like, I want to get a tea. I'm like, okay, what kind of tea do you want? She's like, well, what kind of tea do you have? I'm like, do you want black, green, herbal? She's like, I don't know. What do you recommend? I said black tea, definitely. English breakfast, my favorite. She's like, I hate English breakfast. I'm like, girl, okay. Maybe like chai. Like, do you want something decaf? Normally she gets a decaf Americano. I'm like, we have this decaf tea, this decaf tea, this decaf. You know, I go through everything. And then finally we decided she's gonna get a winter solstice tea. I'm like, cool. So the line is still building, but normally like there's also only 2 people on the floor. So I have to grab all my own like hot drinks and stuff. So I turn around and I go to grab the winter solstice. We're out of winter solstice. I turn back around. I'm like, Sherry, we're out of winter solstice. What do you want? Because it took us forever to even decide on the fucking winter solstice drink. And everybody else that's in line is like kind of like giving me side eye, whatever. So I don't really care because it's literally Steve and Sherry. So whatever. I give Sherry, I think she has a chamomile tea. While this is waiting, I have another like regular who's there. He brings in his wife. I've never met his wife before though, but she was super nice. And I forgot that his sandwich literally like had beeped like 10 minutes ago. And then my coworker walks up and she's like, did you ever finish getting those sandwiches over there? And I'm like, oh my fucking God, no, but this line is still building. So then I like grab the sandwich that is like now cold and I go and I walk it to his wife and I was like, here you go. It's my first time meeting her, right? So I was like, here you go. Sorry, it's my first day, which she thinks is so fucking funny. She's cracking up. It's clearly not my first day, but I'm like, also if that sandwich is fucking cold, I will get you another one. And then I go back and I'm like trying to ring this line, but thank God like the next 4 people in line are like all coffee. So it's going like really, really, really fast. And then this guy comes in and I can barely hear him and he's talking to me and he's like talking about this museum that's apparently in Berkeley and like I really don't know what he's saying, but I have to brew him a fresh batch of coffee, right? So then I'm trying to brew the fresh batch of coffee and then like this next lady walks up with her fucking dog that's not a service animal and I'm like just so annoyed at the fact that she's even in the lobby, whatever. So then she gets some food. Also the guy before her that I'm rebrewing the coffee for, he also got food too that I had to warm up. So anyway, she gets the food and mind you, she's like the 8th person I just rang up back to back, okay? And you can hear all these orders, like there was a lot of food items. So she's sitting there. Also, oh my God, so many things are happening. Jose walks out. He's off of his break. He's like, what does he say to me? Has it been busy? And I'm like, look at this fucking lobby. Has it been busy? What do you fucking think? Hello, I haven't had a second to even like breathe or like take some water or anything. Like I still am waiting on the ham and Swiss for Phil's order. Okay. So then whatever, I get this lady's, I finish ringing her and then she's just like standing there. And then I'm like, I grab that ham and Swiss because now it's done in the oven. I walk it to Phil and his wife. I'm like, here you go. And she's like, my sandwich is cold. The first sandwich I grabbed. And I was like, of course it is. I'm gonna fucking heat that up for you. And I grabbed that. And this lady that I was ringing up with the stupid fucking dog is still at the cash register. Still standing there. And so as I walk back, she's standing there just kind of like looking like stupid. Like she's just like, I don't know why. Because I told you like, we'll have your stuff right out. And then she's like, my banana bread or whatever she was waiting on. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll have it right out. She's like, should I move? Should you move? Should you move? I'm gonna go with yes! Yes, you should move. What are you asking? You're like, should you move out of the way so we can continue ringing other customers? There's more people in line and Jose's standing there trying to ring. And she's just standing there. Yes, I think you should move. Like where, like it's just, the common sense is just not there.